If you're looking to recycle styrofoam in the Portland area, you're going to have to keep looking.
Yeah, the only recycling facility in the Portland area that took styrofoam stopped accepting the material last week. So environmental reporter Cale Williams joins us now. And Cale, what am I supposed to do with my styrofoam?
Well, Tim, you're not going to like this answer, but at least in the short term, tossing it in the trash is kind of your only option. The Agilyx facility in Tigard, they stopped taking polystyrene, better known as styrofoam, on Friday. But if you're willing to wait a bit, there are some potential solutions on the horizon. Folks hoping to drop off styrofoam at the region's only recycling facility this week?
Bummer.
We're a little disappointed.
It is a bummer. Yep.
Oh, that really stinks.
Dawn Sedgwick
Bummer.
was a regular visitor at the Agilyx building in Tigard,
I used to come here all the time.
which stopped taking the material on Friday.
I always bring all of my polystyrene here because there isn't any place else in the Portland area that takes it anymore.
Mark Barranco is the VP of Engineering and Execution with Agilyx.
So the venture was extremely successful. It proved the feasibility of what became a first of its kind circular recycling model for polystyrene in the entire U.S.
So if it was such a success, why shut it down?
So this was envisioned as a 5-year project. It had a number of objectives established for it. We've basically checked all those boxes as far as those objectives are concerned.
Because the program was just supposed to demonstrate the viability of styrofoam recycling, it didn't make much sense to keep it going.
It's a small scale facility. It's dated, and it's just not economic to continue to invest and upgrade and support its ongoing operation.
But not everyone is convinced that styrofoam recycling is as green as it sounds. A 2022 report from the Natural Resources Defense Council found the facility was sending hundreds of thousands of pounds of hazardous waste off-site. In 2019 alone, more than 480,000 pounds were sent out to be burned in a process called energy recovery. Barranco defended the company, saying 2019 was an outlier as the program was just getting up and running. But he did acknowledge that this type of recycling, it does create some waste.
They produce byproducts, and these byproducts are not unlike any other manufacturing process that have byproducts. And depending on that type of plastic, that byproduct could be deemed as hazardous.
He said that, on average, about 20% of what they took in ended up as waste. Still, Barranco noted that Agilyx proved an important concept in Tigard, one that will help with plastic pollution all over the world.
It is feasible to take post-use polystyrene, redirect it from going to a landfill and then turn it into new polystyrene products.
Of course, that's not much immediate help to people like Dawn Sedgwick.
As far as polystyrene goes, I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do because this was literally the only place in the area that would take it. I guess I get to call Metro and see if Metro has any suggestions.
Now, as far as suggestions go, Barranco told me that they're in talks with some third parties about reopening that collection spot in Tigard. That styrofoam would have to be shipped somewhere else for recycling, though, so you're going to lose some of the environmental benefit there. But I did check with Metro, and they told me that by the summer of next year, recycling centers in the Portland area, they're going to be required to accept styrofoam, which will make all of our lives a little bit easier.